Well, new tonight, people in Iowa Falls are fighting for one of their beloved community members to stay legally in their own community. Zalmay Niazy risked his life to translate for U.S. forces in Afghanistan for over 6 years. And Local 5's Eva Anderson shares how the community is rallying around him in the fight for his life.
Along Highway 65 in a small, patriotic town in rural Iowa, you'll find a church where dozens have gathered to support a man they all view as a U.S. military hero.
He's more of a hero than I am after 23 and a half years in the military. He's got shot for this country. I never did.
But the man who sacrificed so much for this country isn't from around here. He's from Afghanistan, and he's in danger of being deported.
They're throwing him away like a piece of garbage, and he's an American hero.
Every person is in danger.
The man they call an American hero, Zalmay Niazy, is known by everyone in this town as Z.
It's a home for me.
And he's welcomed into homes as a handyman, fixing things and making friends around town for 5 years.
But I've been treated very well, and they're counting me as their own.
But before he became one of Iowa's own, he assisted the U.S. from his homeland in Afghanistan, where he made the risky decision to interpret for U.S. forces under the Taliban regime. He saw it as a civic duty.
So I stand with the United States Armed Forces and became an interpreter. And I have done what was right and what seemed right.
But doing what seemed right made Z a target of the Taliban. They killed his uncle and threatened his whole family.
We lost about everything.
So when he came to the U.S. for work in 2014, the Taliban cast him in the media as a traitor, a spy for the U.S. They made it clear returning home would be a death sentence.
I have been a high target for years.
So Z filed for asylum, and more than 4 years later, just weeks ago, he got a letter.
I didn't believe it.
He was denied, the government claiming he's engaged in terrorist activity. Showing me the letter,
You are barred by the statute from a grant of asylum.
he says he feels betrayed.
It was just a gut punch. It was just a punch in the guts.
But ready to punch back
Help those that helped us.
are Z's friends from Iowa Falls, who on this beautiful June day had a choice.
I should be out riding my motorcycle, but instead I was studying deportation and immigration law.
Which is what all these people are gathered to do, to spread the word, write elected officials, and raise money for an immigration lawyer.
We need a very tough lawyer.
And as Z awaits a federal judge in late June, he's grateful this small Iowa town is giving him back everything they feel he gave to
The
them.
whole town and the whole state and the country.
Eva Anderson, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.
Such a beautiful showing of support. He needs help right now, though. Z is facing an immigration judge June 28th. There is a hefty legal fee associated with that. So community members are helping him raise money. There is a GoFundMe for him. We'll have that posted on our website, weareiowa.com. Stephanie?
And Eva, his letter from the government claimed he was engaged in terrorist activity. What exactly did they mean by that?
Well, in his interview that he had when seeking asylum over 4 years ago, they asked him, have you ever interacted with the Taliban? And he said, yes, they're our government system. Everybody comes into contact with them. And then he said one time somebody rode up on a motorcycle when he was 9 years old and asked his family, said, get us some bread, get us some food, or we'll burn your house down and kill your parents. And as a 9-year-old kid, he did what he did. And just the act of giving them bread, he said it was no bigger than his hand. That is engaging with terrorists. And he feels that's what cost him his ability to stay safely in the U.S. So very, very dangerous and certainly needing a lot of community support.